Bet you didn't know there's a place where Kentucky football and basketball fans unite. Welcome to Big Blue Breakdown. Whether you bleed blue or just love a good game, we've got the latest stories, hottest takes, and a whole lot of hometown pride. Hit play and join the conversation. This is your home for all things Kentucky sports.
Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Welcome into episode 42 here on the Big Blue Breakdown. I am your host, Jackson Thurman. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode. If you guys are watching here on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. So when you get a video like we are doing right now, you can easily come on here and watch it as soon as we post it. We always premiere our videos, so that is what we will do. And just turn on that notification so you can get that. And when we go live, we are going live Friday, guys. Just wanted to let you know. We are going live Friday night. Thank you guys. Thank you to all the people that subscribe. I believe we got 4 subscribers from our last video. That is absolutely awesome, guys. Thank you guys so much. We are so close, 1 subscriber away from 60, and to get to our sub goal of 500. It'd be very helpful if you guys were able to get me there in any matter of time. But thank you guys so much for doing that. And on today's slate, obviously we have our sponsor with W, but we're going to be talking 2024 cornerbacks. We're going to be talking 2025 cornerbacks and 2025 safeties. Obviously, we do the 2024 version as well. This is going to be a super fun video because I believe these 2 position groups are going to be very, very good in 2025, and I believe our secondary is going to be like a top unit just in general. Maybe if we combine those together, just our secondary in general is going to be a top unit, not only on this team but in the SEC. Is my prediction. And with Brad White, I just think I have really, really good confidence when he is our defensive coordinator. But we will go ahead and jump into our sponsor of this video, W. Make sure to use Big Blue 10 to get 10% off your order every time you use it. And let's go ahead and give you our W promo video. Hello, everybody. We wanted to take a break in this episode to tell you about our friends over at W Energy. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like any other energy drink. Some facts about W. Number 1, it's 0 sugar, artificial colors, or dyes, or hidden ingredients. It is also gluten-free. Number 2, all flavors are unique and custom-made by W. You'll never taste anything like a W drink. Number 3, the drinks are $1 less, guys. That is cheaper than Starbucks or any canned drink. Lastly, it is made in the U.S. It is close to home. Guys, if you guys are looking forward to going to a Kentucky football game or Kentucky basketball game and you need some energy, get W. W is the perfect thing for you. Working out and you need some energy, you need W. You need W throughout the day. It is for you. Use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off every single order. Guys, it not only just helps you guys be able to have a clean energy drink that you can use all the time with the tubs that they give you. It helps me and it helps the channel keep growing with you guys. If you guys do that, it helps us post more content and helps them, guys. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. But thank you guys so much for your time here. Please go check out W. Check out their website. And when you are about to purchase something, use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off your order. Alrighty, guys. So let's go ahead and dive into this episode and talk 2024 cornerbacks. So, in 2024, we had a lot of guys play, obviously, last year. And you have guys like Cam Dooley, Nazir Addison. Now, these are sophomores and juniors this year. younger guys last year. But DJ Waller, a big impact player last year, was a transfer from Michigan. Terhyon Nichols, a very, very good freshman last year. Nazir Addison had 5 tackles. Cam Dooley had 2. DJ Waller had 7 solo tackles and 2 pass deflections. Terhyon Nichols had 8 solo tackles and 5 pass deflections. JQ Hardaway had 33 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 2 interceptions, and 3 pass deflections. And Maxwell Harrison, I can't get any stats from him for some reason from last year's season, but he was not playing very much because of injury, and these other guys had to step up. And that was really the room. We were very, very solid last year, guys. Like, there was really nothing wrong with this group at all. We were very, very solid, and that's really the most that you can say about us right here, and that's really about it. And we only lose one guy, and that is Maxwell Harrison. He goes to the draft. He ends up running the fastest 40 time, which is insane. And now you get all these guys back, and I believe we have the star power this year in 2025 cornerbacks. We pick up one guy from the portal in Kevis Thomas from Maryland, who is 6 foot 191, 15 tackles last year, 2 pass deflections. This guy is a very, very good depth piece. Then you got DJ Waller. I think he's going to take that next step, and we need him to take that next step here in 2025. He had 7 tackles last year, 2 pass deflections, as I mentioned, and then Terhyon Nichols, to have him take the next step. I believe he is the future of these defensive backs, and we kind of got back to having those long, lanky cornerbacks, which Brad White absolutely adores, and that's what he's been very, very good with in his tenure with, we know JQ Hardaway is long and lanky. DJ Waller, Kevis Thomas is a very long and lanky cornerback, and we have a very experienced group. Even the younger guys play last year. So I am really, really excited about this group right here. Cam Dooley, Nazir Addison. So the 2 guys are really, really going to be playing or is JQ and DJ. And then I think the next 2 after that, which be playing nickel and stuff, is Terhyon Nichols and Kevis Thomas. Very, very good backup pieces right there. And then you kind of got your third string guys in Cam Dooley and Nazir Addison. And I think our 1-2 punch on our cornerbacks is some of the best in the SEC. And we got very, very good guys right there. I think the experience of JQ and DJ Waller are very, very good. And I think JQ is our superstar really in the cornerback spot, and he stepped up last year when Maxwell Harrison went down, and I believe that he can be that guy for us this year. I love this group. I think we are really, really deep right here. This is the type of cornerback room that Brad White absolutely adores, and we have the talent and we have the experience in this room. So I'm really, really high on this year's our 2025 cornerback room. So how can that affect us in a positive way? Not only does that it hurts a team's passing ability against us, but that makes them run the football. And with them being a solid group as they were last year, I think they even take that next step just because all of them will be playing the same amount, and I just think another year under their belt, more experienced, and they have the talent. They're just going to take that natural step forward from year 1 to year 2 as a unit. Again, I think JQ can be that superstar for us this year. And I love DJ Waller, and I love all the other guys that we have in this room. And they're going to be, and we can turn teams one-dimensional, guys. And we have multiple guys that can cover multiple really, really good wide receivers. So I think with really, really good cornerbacks like this, we can turn a team into a one-dimensional offense. So let's go ahead and look at the 2024 safeties. Let's go ahead and move on to the safeties here. Last year had a very, very good safety room. Let's start off with Zion Childress. Again, I couldn't find his stats because he's went to the NFL, and that's the only stats that pop up right now for him and Maxwell Harrison. Zion Childress, 51 tackles last year. No INTs. Should have had an INT against Georgia. We would have beat them. I still reflect on that to this day. And 1 sack last year. He was our superstar in the back here. And then you got really, really good guys like Christian Story was a transfer from Alabama at 31 solo tackles last year, 1 forced fumble, 2 INTs, 2 pass deflections were very, very good. And then Ty Bryant, I think, took that next step last year. 30 solo tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 1 INT, no pass deflections. And then Jordan Lovett, who is a older guy, and very, very talented, 36 tackles, no forced fumbles, 2 interceptions, and 1 pass deflection. You return 3 interceptions from last year in this group. I really, really like this group. I think that they can repeat this, and I'll get into this, and when I grade them at the end here, I think they can repeat the same success from last year. Obviously, they lose Zion Childress, who was their main guy last year, and Christian Story. But you got to think, I think, again, Jordan Love and Ty Bryant take that natural step forward, and one of them really pops like a Zion Childress, and then you have the others behind them. I think the safety room was really, really good last year, and just the secondary in general, nobody was really able to take it off the top over us. It's just teams could run it down our throats because we couldn't stop the run. So I really, really like this group. I think the experience is here, and I think the overall talent is here as well, and I don't think you lose too much in the guys that you do lost, but I think you do return enough to be successful in this 2025 season in the safety room. And so a big thing about this room is they're gonna have to have takeaways. The biggest thing for us this year is going to be how many times can our safeties turn guys over, because our cornerbacks are going to put them in the position to do that. Obviously, corners are going to get interceptions as well, but to me, if you put them in a good position, the safety can make a interception himself. So I think you can look at that as kind of a stat that they need to improve on, but I really, really like this group. Their experience, they've been in the red white defense, and let's just go and talk about who we have in 2025. You really only have a true 3-man rotation here. I think you can add Cam Dooley into this because he's kind of a hybrid in between being a DB and a safety, very, very interchangeable there. So you add him into this, so kind of like a 4-rotation mix, and I think you have your 2 main dudes right here in Ty Bryant and Jordan Lovett, which I absolutely love and are very, very solid. I think they can kind of work as a unit right there to be very, very good in the back. Both are 6 foot and above. Ty Bryant stands exactly at 6 foot, 200 pounds, and then Jordan Lovett at 6'2", 208, and they have the experience. Ty Bryant's going in his junior year. Jordan Lovett's going to his senior year. They had really good production last year, and you have a really, really good freshman in Martellus Carter, unanimous 4-star, was an absolute tremendous recruit get for the Cats in 2024. I really, really like this group. I just think if they can repeat the same success as they did last year, I think we're going to be perfectly fine. I don't see us taking too much of a step forward just because of 2 guys that we lost, and that was really it. But I think this can be really, really good if, like, I love our secondary might be the biggest strength on this team, honestly. I love it. And I think they're going to cause turnovers. So really what it comes down for the defense is the D-line and the linebackers stopping the run, because we're going to have a good pass rush, and then it just comes down to linebackers and the defensive line stopping the run, because I think we're going to have lockdown in the secondary in 2025, and that is just my personal prediction. If you really just look at the guys that we have here, we have the experience, we have the talent, we have the production from the last couple of years, so I really, really like us right there, and he has his dudes like out there, and I believe in a Brad White defense, so that's why I'm so high on this secondary. But let's go ahead. I want to get into my grade here. So, for the cornerbacks, I have improvement equals yes. I just think they take that natural step forward. You only lose 1 guy, and he barely played last year. And so you have 2 guys that were basically starting all year, and they were really, really good. They had really, really good production as well. So I think they take that natural step forward, and I think they improve statistically, and I think they just really, really take that next step for the Cats this year. So I have them as an A. And I think this is the best overall unit on the team is cornerback. Now, safety. Improvement from last year, yes and no. They're going to be the same as last year. I think them to cover the production of Zion Childress and I am losing his name here. I just got to go back to it. That's all I have to do. And Christian Story, excuse me, sorry, totally forgot his name. Christian Story. I think they take that natural step forward, and I think that Martell's can come in there and just be solid and be that that backup guy when we need him, and they can really, really hold the reins in those two guys right there, and be just good, like just good, and be the same as last year. So I give them B. Not really much moving forward now. The highest I think I would go with the cornerbacks is, I guess, an A+ is what you can go from there, and then the safeties would be probably an A-. I don't see the ceiling of A here because just I don't love the depth at safety. I love the three guys that you have, and I think that can be really, really good. And you don't really substitute an absolute ton at safety, so that's why I would go with what I have here. But yeah, I think the overall units together here, which create the secondary, is going to be probably the best on this Kentucky 2025 team. That is my projection, and so that really locks down the secondary. So I'm not saying teams aren't going to be able to throw the ball on us, like at some points. Yes, of course they are, like every team will at some point. But teams aren't going to beat us by throwing the football. It's just they may beat us by running the football, and that's the biggest question mark is, can we stop the run? Because we're going to have the pass rush, and that's going to lead them making back throws, and we have good coverage. It's just when they start running the ball, can we stop it? But that is my projection here. That's my preview of the 2025 cornerbacks and 2025 safeties. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here to episode 42 here on the Big Blue Breakdown. We are so close to 60 subscribers. Our goal is 500, but we are so close to 60. Make sure to go check out W. Use code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off your order. Make sure to subscribe here on here, and then if you're listening or watching on Spotify, make sure to follow us there, turn on notifications, and like and comment there, and then follow us on TikTok, X, Instagram, and we will catch you guys later. And as always, go Cats.